Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown, be lounge in the back of the spot. They homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data saying anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
12.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Bulldozes past him. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Mixon. A little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Right after a few raindrops on the go. And it's now 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, this is Edmonds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. You're set on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
I'm fine, ready?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone. In a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The chance of this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's another first down as they bite on 23 more on that one.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record in the Bengals franchise.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. 13 yards, the tally on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gun.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles. But and now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Tua, the final shot before half. Forced out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play in the 3rd quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Tua.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Right. Check. Right.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tua on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 24, Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow steps away. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To the air again, Burrow. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for the Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for the Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Let's go. The Dolphins are lining up for a point conversion.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
Bengals 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
11 MPs. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone
to a hit, and the ball is out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, with 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if you're back.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to Mixon on first down. Shifts by him. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon with a first down carry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. Instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very